Hello everyone, this is Jack Frost with a little update for Nasdaq. Before we get into it, I want to say that I'm currently doing gold analysis 5 times a week with a video at the end of every week for pure Elliott Wave weekly members, and in the next week it will be launched as its own subscription. So if you want to sign up to be notified when it launches with an exclusive grandfather rate for the first 48 hours that will never be offered again, there should be a link at the bottom of the analysis or in the description of the YouTube video. Currently, price is expected to increase with primary wave 1, which is currently in its third minor wave of intermediate wave 3. On the main monthly chart, cycle wave 4 may be over at this last low here, with cycle wave 5 within super cycle wave 1 expected to push price higher. Primary wave 1 is expected to be an incomplete impulse with intermediate waves 1 and 2 over here, and now expecting price to increase for intermediate wave 3. It has a target calculated to reach 4.236 times the length of intermediate wave 1 at 14,941. No corrective movement within cycle wave 3 can move below its start at 10,092.94, or this wave count will have to be invalidated. On the main weekly chart with the end of cycle wave 3 just here, moving down for cycle wave 4, subdividing well as a double zigzag with intermediate waves A, B, and C within primary W, intermediate waves A, B, and C within primary X, and intermediate waves A, B, and C within primary Y. Now within cycle wave 5, intermediate waves 1 may be over here and 2 over here, subdividing as an expanded flat. This Elliott wave count expects minute 3 within minor 1 of intermediate 3 to move price a bit higher, with minuet waves 3 and 4 over here. It is possible that minute wave 3 is over at the end of this week just here, though because it has fell somewhat short of the initial target, we expect price to increase a little bit more for the end of minuet 5 and minute wave 3. With minute wave 3 expected to reach 1.618 times the length of minute wave 1 at 14,318. If minute wave 3 is over at this high, then no part of minute wave 4 can enter minute wave 1 price territory at 12,269.55. If minuet wave 5 and minute wave 3 move any higher, they may find resistance at the best fit trend channel here. On the daily chart, we can see the end of minute wave 1 over here. Minute wave 2 subdividing well as a zigzag, and now expected to be in the final minuet wave of minute 3. Within minute 3 we have an Elliott channel around the minuet degrees, placing the line on the end of minuet wave 1 and minuet wave 3 with a copy on the bottom of minuet wave 2. Minuet wave 5 may find resistance at the top edge of this channel, and if the channel is breached by downwards movement, it may be an indication that minute wave 3 is complete. Subminuet wave 3 within minuet wave 5 is expected to push price higher, though it may be over at this last high here. If it is over, no part of subminuet wave 4 can enter subminuet wave 1 price territory at 13,844.50. On the alternate monthly chart, this alternate expects the current bullish movement to be a rally within a larger bearish market. It is expected to reach just over 14,000, with the end of intermediate wave C within primary wave X of cycle wave 4, calculated to reach 1.618 times the length of intermediate wave A at 14,326. This wave count expects that when that price point is reached, price will then continue down for the end of cycle wave 4 with primary Y. And price has continued to move up, expecting to be near the end of minor wave 3 within intermediate wave C. And on the alternate weekly chart, we can see current bullish movement has breached the bearish best fit channel, come back to test support a few times, and is now completely moved away. This is standard behavior for price around a technically significant trend channel. We also have a confidence point at 12,269.55, as that is the invalidation of the main wave count. And moving on to the alternate daily, this high here, with price now moving up. There is a Elliott channel around minuet waves 1 and 3 within minute wave 3. It is possible that minute wave 3 is over at this last high. If it is over at this high, No part of minute wave 4 may enter minute wave 1 price territory at 12269.95. On the technical monthly charts, volume has steadily increased, pushing price higher since this last high here. This is very bullish as stochastics is entering overbought. Price may find resistance around 14,500. On balance, volume has previously broken out of resistance, currently with no new range, with ADX declining, RSI and money flow both neutral, and ATR increasing up to the high and now slowly declining. Though with price making new highs up here, volume has increased a lot, and on balance volume has also found new highs. This supports the main Elliott wave count. This current week is incomplete, though it shows an increase in volume over the last week, which pushes price higher. Both RSI and money flow are overbought, with ADX increasing with a bullish trend. On balance volume continues in its range. As ADX is increasing, though it is not extreme, this trend still has room to move up before reaching over extreme and being in danger of ending. Currently there is no bearish divergence between money flow and RSI, and price is expected to continue to rise, though there may be a corrective movement soon to reach these overbought conditions, which supports the main Elliott wave count. Price has continued to increase past support at 13,600, indicating a bullish trend that is not yet extreme. On balance volume has broken out of resistance, though this range is not very technically significant. It gives a weak bullish signal that supports the main Elliott wave count. Volume has overall pushed price higher, above support at 13,300 and later 13,600. Price is expected to continue to rise, though there is likely to be some pullback soon. Price is making higher lows, but the Nasdaq AD line has made lower lows. This divergence is bearish and shows the rise in price does not have support from rising breadth. This divergence is now long-term, dating back to February 2023. That's all for me with your update for Nasdaq. I want to remind everyone about the list to sign up for my gold subscription. I hope everyone has a good weekend.